Hello students, how are you? I hope you are safe in your home. So again we are together for learning the new chapter of business studies, that is principles of management. Our learning goals are meaning of principles of management, feature of principle of management, significance of principles of management, and fundamental principle of management. These days, business has assumed wider dimensions as a result of which various problems arises in day-to-day activities and the manager of the enterprise have to solve these problems. A manager needs guidelines to solve these problems so that he can run the organization effectively. The principle of management guide the manager. So the principle of management are basically the broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior of manager. It helps the manager in a particular situation to take the decision. Now, our next topic is features of principles of management. The first feature is universal applicability. Universal means which is applicable everywhere, whether it is a business organization or non-business organization. So, principles of management are also applicable everywhere, whether it is our government office, playground, business organization, army, clubs, and other social organizations. In order to achieve their objectives, have to apply more or less the same principle. So we can say that it is universal applicable. The second principle is general guidelines. The principle of management are not definite, like the principle of physics and chemistry. The principle of physics and chemistry are very clear and definite, and their outcomes can be predicted. But the principal management, on the other hand, are of the nature of general guidelines and they cannot be applied strictly. So they are just a general guidelines. The third feature is formed by practice and experimentation. Principles of management are the result of various problems faced by the professional people, and they are also formed by practice and experimentation like the principle of science. The fourth feature is flexibility. The principle of management as they exist today are not in the form of final truth. Old principles are altered and new principles are propounded. Therefore, the principles of management are dynamic in nature and cannot be called fixed. They are flexible. The fifth one is mainly behavior. The principles of management are not directly concerned with human behavior. They ensure a better relationship among the manpower working at all organization levels. They also establish relations between human and material resources in accomplishing organization purposes. Sixth one is relationship between cause and effect. The principle of management established a relationship between cause and effect. They specify what the ultimate outcome will be if in a particular situation work is done in a particular manner. And the last one is contingent. The principle of management are not fixed or permanent. They are affected by situations or circumstances. Therefore, the decision to implement them or not is taken according to the situation of circumstances. So these are the basic main features or principle of management. Now our next topic is significance of principles of management. Significance means importance. So importance of principles of management. The first one is provide useful insight to managers. The principles of management make the manager aware about the manner in which he should act in various situations so that he does not repeat the mistake of the previous managers. In this way, timely guidance reduces the wastage of resources and the objectives can be achieved in a less expensive manner. The second importance is optimal utilization of resources and effective administration. In every organization, physical and human resources are used. The function of management is nothing but to put them to optimum use or avoid wastage of resources. And it is possible only when a manager makes use of principle of management. So, principle of management help in optimum utilization of resources and effective administration. The third one is scientific decisions. A scientific decision means a balanced decision. The principle of management provides the necessary training to the manager so that they can take scientific or balanced decisions. The next importance is meeting changing environmental requirement. In modern times, only such a business unit can remain alive and develop which can keep pace with the rapidly changing environment. In every field of business activity, and new techniques are emerging every day. A manager who can understand the changing situation well in time can alone face competition successfully. The principle of management enable the manager to face these challenges. The next one is fulfilling social responsibility. The principle of management increases the efficiency of the manager and enable them to fulfill their social responsibility. More efficient managers can make good quality product at a reasonable price available all the times. So in this way, it is also helping in fulfilling social responsibility. The last importance is management training, education and research. The advantages of the principle of management encourages the research to bring in more improvement in them. The principle of management are actually providing education and training to the managers by enriching their theoretical and practical knowledge. This is all about significance of principle of management. Different management experts have explained different principles on the basis of their research. Henri Fayol, a famous industrialist of France, has described 14 principles of management, and we are going to study about these 14 principles one by one. So this is the first principle given by Henry Fayol, that is division of work. So according to this principle, as far as possible, the whole work should be divided into small parts and each individual should assign only one part of a work according to his ability and taste repeatedly. If an employee will do a particular work again and again, he will become a specialist in that particular work and the organization will get the benefit of specialization such as increase in the quality of work, increase in the speed of production, decrease in the wastage of resources and increase in the work efficiency of the worker. So that is all about the division of work. The second principle given by Henry Fayol is authority and responsibility. According to this principle, authority and responsibility should go hand in hand. It means that when a particular individual is given a particular work and he is made responsible for the results, this can be possible only when he is given sufficient authority to discharge his responsibility. The positive effects of following this principle are helpful in achieving the target, increase in the confidence of the employee. And if we will not follow this principle, so these are the volating effects. Wrong use of authority in case more authority is given than is needed and difficulty in achieving the target in case less authority is given than is needed. The next principle is principle of discipline. According to this principle, the organization rules and employment agreement should be obeyed by both the superiors and subordinate, which are necessary for the successful working of the organization. A disciplined organization has a better reputation among the people. It increases in the efficiency of the employee and if we will not follow this principle, it decline in the reputation of the organization and efficiency of the employees. There will always be a height of disorder and an atmosphere of doubt is always there. This is all about today's session. The remaining principles we will cover in our next session. Till then, be in your home, be safe. Thank you.